se siente atraída por esto.
¿Se ha sentado alguna vez a hablar con alguno de los padres o algo acerca del demonio?
Claro,
¿Y,
sí.
y qué opinan ellos del tema del demonio? ¿Les gusta que lo hablen, que lo dicten, por ejemplo, y hablen de ellos? ¿O les gustaría más como echarle tierrita a ese tema?
No, de hecho, el fundador del Centro de Estudios Teológicos y de las Religiones es el capellán del Rosario.
Ok.
Y pues él incluso me contaba de todo lo que podía encontrar en el libro de Isaías y dónde encontrar a la diableza y me pregunta y es muy interesado. Además que, pues, digamos que los sacerdotes cuando están en una lucha.
Estamos aquí viendo, ojo, oh, ah. Iba a decir que no se metiera allá.
No había visto que esto estaba
No,
mojado.
claro, no es que están mojando el cultivo. Bueno, ahí dejó la huella. Menos mal los zapatos no son blancos. Ajá. Aquí estamos viendo un cultivo de lechuga. Y más que lado está más seco, Marcela. Mira, encontramos un peluche. Para que bien. Cada una de esas vale ahí 10 dólares cada una de esas. O sea, hay un platal grande. Marcela, muestra la barriga. Estamos aquí trayendo al bebé al zoológico que conozca los leones y las jirafas.
Ya habilitaron hasta los bebés de ojo.
O sea, esta zona de aquí es como decir el zoológico de Cali, la zona de los animales de Australia. ¿Sí o no? El caminito de los animales australianos. Bienvenido. Aquí vemos cómo cocinaba la gente de la época, como una especie de fogata, horno, las sillas a su alrededor. Vemos una construcción antigua de 1861. Se aparte como un rancho. En ese tiempo, mira, aquí sacaban lana,
¿Lana?
sí, de ovejas. Mira,
Ah.
¿sí ves? Aquí era donde las trasquilaban. Mira, estos eran los corrales de las ovejas.
Ay, yo no me agaché. I'm not walking towards where they're walking. I'm walking towards you. Thank you.
Aquí estamos viendo los emurs. Gallinas gigantes de alas. Bien bonitas, ¿no? Siguen su camino. Bueno, se fueron. Nos han ignorado. Sí. Aquí vemos un koala, pero el sol no lo... Aquí. Se mueve lentamente. Ese animal es muy perezoso. Está como bebé, está chiquito, está joven. ¿Eso qué es acá?
Está en río, que si quieren caminar por el río.
Vamos.
Hippos are actually considered Africa's most dangerous mammal. They are responsible for more human deaths than lions, cheetahs, African wild dogs and hyenas combined. In some years it's up to 3,000 people unfortunately losing their lives to hippos. Now of course that has to do with just the fact that people and hippos are right next to each other pretty much every single day. So we here at Werribee Zoo have a little program and it's called Feeds for Wildlife, and it's designed to help minimise that conflict between hippos and people. Ultimately the idea is that we have some amazing teamwork against the families of the Malacca region in northern Kenya. Now ultimately what that does is it helps those communities have an alternative resource so they can actually organise things like wells to be built right in their villages, so they no longer have to risk their lives for something as basic as water for the day. Now of course that works in two ways. People are safer and hippos aren't getting stressed out, or worse yet, they're not getting displaced by people when they do get down to those rivers in order for that sort of conflict for safe drinking water. Now as you can see, the girls are dipping on into the water right now. Now it's a real challenge to keep track of them once they are in the water, compliments to that grey dark skin that they've got there. And that's actually because they are very, very hard to spot. In fact, you may not even be able to know that you may actually have a hippo as little as about a metre away from the boardwalk right now. They are very, very hard to spot. They will eventually pop up somewhere over here on the right-hand side, where we've got Kylie.
And they don't need to wake up to breathe. They can just come up spontaneously. They spontaneously rise, breathe, and go back down again. Do you have a question? So you said that one.
Tres.
I don't know. I would still say no because they are so territorial that, yeah.
¿Y qué es lo que ella... Esa boca es muy grande, ¿sí, no?
They'll allow the birds. Yeah, there's a bit of symbiosis there as well because they will actually help them. Sometimes I'll let birds.
Un pedazo de madera tienen ahí.
Están jugando con eso.
Yeah, they actually. Exactly. Yeah. If you pay us, like kicking off tips or whatever, then you're on. That's like rent.
Up there a little bit.
But yeah, they did. I don't know if they did it, but they because they can hold their breath. Yeah. Exactly. And they know, so sometimes when you drive the bus through, they'll see it. They're very close. I know the two colours are very close names. I want to say they're actually 30 and 30.
Mira cómo se emocionan con el agua cuando sale. Ven. Estamos viendo los gorilas, pero el sol los tiene ahuyentados. Está aquí en la esquina. Ah, son dos buses. Qué bien. Hasta el otro. Hello. Tomamos este acá. Sí. Son dos.
There, but it's also very cold.
Están que los camellos.
So pretty awesome. Those guys almost went extinct. There was less than 20 of them in the world. Right-hand side, these are our beautiful Texan Longhorn cattle. So we have our 4 beautiful Texan Longhorns. There's also some Indian antelope boys sitting down there and a waterbuck male. That waterbuck male looks like he sat on a freshly painted toilet seat and it's like a lovely print on his bum. So we have all boys here. This is actually what we call the bachelor pad because they are all male in this area. baby gander would look like. But take note of the fluoro yellow bikes in this display. Those fluoro yellow bikes actually save the ranger's life, and they do that by distracting the rhino in a way. So the rhinos do get frustrated about being followed around, and they often charge at the rangers that look after them. When that happens, the rangers have to drop those bikes on the ground, run up a tree as quickly as possible, and the rhinos then fixate on that fluoro yellow bike and charge and destroy that rather than the ranger. Now for reference, our heaviest rhino, and she's okay everyone, so coming up here you might spot a water buck male. We did actually see him, well, not him, but another water buck male, him with the Texan Longhorns, and I do believe, I hope, that the breeding herd for this species is actually down on the savannah. So that's just at one male. We actually have 4 females and another young boy that lives in this area. They do actually spend a lot of time down there. So coming up, they're going to be on our left. We have some scimitar horned oryx males. We saw scimitar horned oryx in the first area, ostrich dance, but they spread their wings and flutter them, kind of like a really big fan. They are on their knees when they're doing this. And then the boys also bop their heads against their backs. And as I said, Napoleon rubbed his off by rubbing it way too much. Now, baby feathers do come back occasionally, but when they do, he just ends up rubbing them off again because he is dead. Okay, so coming up here, it looks like our boys are about to disappear into what we call the keyhole area. These are our beautiful giraffes. So we have 5 males that live here in Toby. There's one that's already gone into the keyhole. His name is Kona. Going into the keyhole next up is Armani. Following behind him is Harold. Then you have Ajali, or you can call him AJ. And there's one giraffe taking the long way around over near the water there, and that is Jelani.
Bonitas.
So every day our giraffes go around the savannah, and as you can see, there are electric fences surrounding all the trees. Where there are not electric fences surrounding the trees, can you note that there is no trees there? That is because the giraffe killed them all. So we do have to fence off those areas so our giraffe don't strip and kill the trees. As you can see though, at those fences, it's cleared to a certain point, and that is because the giraffe lean as far as they can across those fences to try and reach branches. And they clear that section every day. So overnight a leaf grows a centimetre, then the giraffe can use their tongues, wrap it around and pull it closer towards them and eat that leaf. So they're going into the keyhole to clear out that section, I'm going to guess, for their day. Okay everyone, so here on our right we have our rhinos keeping nice and cool today. So they are what we call a wallow. So they use their body weight to make an indent in the earth and it turns into a muddy sludge pile kind of thing. Now we do actually help our animals out a little bit in between these 2 rocks nice and close to the vehicle. There is a sprinkler that we turn on, and there is a little bit of a tunnel that leads to that rhino wallow so that we make sure it's nice and wet for them on hot days so they can keep cool. Now rhinos do use mud as sunscreen. They also use it as sort of like a really nice light cloth that protects them from the sun and keeps them just a little bit cooler. So you might see that the rhinos in the wallow haven't completely covered themselves yet, but that rhino lay just outside of Megan Sue's our TV show. But Mackenzie was on the very first episode for her troublemaking. So she was raised by her keepers. She really, really likes people. And her favourite thing to do at the moment is to knock the headlights off these big vehicles. She does occasionally try and climb on vehicles to get closer to the drivers to give them a bit of a snuggle, but she forgets that she's 2,200 kilos and she's not a little baby rhino anymore. Our zebra and eland down here as well, but I know that they are going to be hidden in the shade so we can stay nice and cool when the sun's a little bit warm today.
Let it squish. Squish. Should I squish it?
Should I really squish it? Really hard? Should I squish it? Huh?
Porque este ya es el río de Melbourne.
Un huevo de avestruz.
Sí, están comiendo un huevo de avestruz.
Son tantas avestruces que dan para que le den aquí. Por aquí está congelado. Ayer ve que le dieron comida congelada. Ah, un león que lo habían operado de un diente.
Mira,
Pero eso fue...
se refrescan, ¿sí ves?
Qué lindos esos ojos, mira.
Rey de la selva. Yo creo que todos son puros leones jóvenes. Sí, está comiendo un huevo, ¿sí ves? La cáscara gruesa.
Como la feria. Ah, yo quiero.
Esto aquí es un ancianato. Yo creo que allá donde está, entre esa mera.
Those are just